So after 2 weeks off with international friendlies and Nations League football, we are now back with the Premier League. Let's get on with match week 9. So I may have recorded my game week 9 predictions, but I forgot to record my game week 8 reactions to my predictions. So the intro for this video will be after this bit, but let's get on with what happened last week and where our predictions came. So we said what was the score? A 2-1 Brighton win, we said. It finished 0-0. Southampton finished 2-0 against Newcastle. We got a Southampton 2-1 Newcastle win there. So we were correct with the result, but not the scoreline. Everton lost 3-1 to Man United. We said the win 2-0. Bit of an embarrassing change there, but we go. Crystal Palace 4-1 versus Leeds. We said it'd be a 2-0 Leeds win. A bit embarrassing there as well. Sheffield United lost 4-1 to Chelsea. We said 4-1. Spot on with that one. West Ham, we said would be 3-1. It actually finished 1-0 against Fulham. West Brom lost 1-0 to Spurs. We said it'd be 3-0 to Spurs. Correct result, but not the correct scoreline. Leicester beat Wolves 1-0. We said they'd win 3-2. Once again, correct result, not the scoreline. Man City drew 1-0 to Liverpool. We said they'd win 2-1. If De Bruyne had scored that penalty, we would have been correct. But as you know, De Bruyne missed it. And of course, Aston Villa beat Arsenal 3-0. And we said Arsenal would win 3-1 versus Villa. We're just not a massive fan of Villa on this channel. But let's get on to Game Week 9 predictions and see how we do next week. Hello and welcome back to the channel. 10 more fixtures this week. Game Week 9 of the Premier League is finally back, like I said, after 2 weeks off. But let's get on with our first game. Newcastle versus Chelsea. I've gone for an away Chelsea win here. I don't know why. I don't think Newcastle are very good. I've said this. If you've watched all my previous 8 weeks, link in the description below. I'm not a massive fan of two clubs, Newcastle and Villa. I always think they're going to lose. I've gone for a 2-1 Chelsea win. I think I got too much in attack. Ziyech looks pretty dangerous. Now, before we start, obviously, all the rest of the predictions, I'm not sure in terms of international injuries. So I'm not sure if some clubs have some big players missing. I'm not sure if they do or not. But anyway, I've gone for a 2-1 Chelsea win. I just think Chelsea got too much for Newcastle, personally. And that is how I think it's going to go. Nice Ziyech assist. On FIFA, he does have a 1 to watch card. Maybe gets another in form. But I think, yeah, 2-1 away to Chelsea. Coming up next, we have Villa versus Brighton. Now, I did mention a minute ago how I'm not a massive fan of Villa. And every time I think they're going to win, they lose. And every time I think they're going to lose, they win. So I've gone for a 2-0 Villa win here at home versus Brighton. I think they're better than Brighton overall. Brighton do look like a decent squad. They've got some mixture of youth and experienced players. But I do think that Villa have too much. Grealish is very good in the international games over the last couple of weeks. So I'm for a 2-0 home Villa win. I think Grealish carries Villa to another home victory there. Spurs versus City, a very big game. Probably the game of the weekend, that's actually. Probably that and Liverpool game are probably the 2 games of the weekend. I've gone for an away win with City. I do think City are probably still favourites for the title in my eyes because of Liverpool's injuries. That's the reason why I say they've got a couple of games in hand. If they win their games in hand, they can go top of the league. I've gone for a 2-1 City away win there. They do lack up front. I think Aguero and Jesus are both injured. I'm not sure if that is the case anymore. But I've gone for a 2-1 City win. I think Spurs will get a consolation goal through Kane. But I think 2-0 City, then Kane scores late. Man U versus West Brom. I think West Brom are already down. I've gone for a 3-0 Man United win there. They tend to beat the lesser sides quite convincingly under Solskjaer. It's the bigger teams or the middle teams they struggle against. I think West Brom, team at West Brom, Man U probably rip them apart. 3-0 win. A Bruno Fernandes penalty, as always. But I've gone for a 3-0 Man United home win there. Fulham versus Everton. As with West Brom, Fulham are down. It is week 9, but I'm going to say Fulham have no chance of staying up. Gone for a 2-0 Everton away win there. Everton look decent. Bit up and down the last couple of weeks, but I've gone for a 2-0 Everton win there. I think they'll be back to their winning ways, and pretty convincingly, I think they'll probably won't get out of first gear and probably win 2-0 versus Fulham. Sheffield United versus my team, West Ham. Bit biased, gone for the highest scoring game of the week. 3-1 West Ham away win. I think Sheffield United's obviously, it's a little bit of a derby in terms of West Ham, bit of a rivalry going obviously to Carlos Tevez saga years and years ago. I think Sheffield United look quite poor this season. They're in the lower parts of the table. West Ham, decent. A win here could take us up to the sort of 7th place, I think. So I'm going for a 3-1 away West Ham win. I think Antonio might be back for this game, but if not, Haller is going to get on the score sheet. 3-1 West Ham. Leeds versus Arsenal next now. Arsenal, I had them as a top 4 team, if you guys can remember. In our predictions before the season started, my table I had Arsenal down for top 4. But I've gone for a 2-all Leeds Arsenal draw. I don't know why. Don't know why I think Leeds could get a draw here. I think Leeds could turn up against bigger clubs this season. I think Arsenal look a bit. I don't know what the word is. A bit strange is the word. Aubameyang's out wide, hardly gets a touch, hardly gets a shot off. Expected goals is like 0.0001 for him or something like that. But 2-all draw versus Leeds. I think Arsenal will be let down with that result, but I think it's going to happen. I think a 2-all draw there. Liverpool versus Leicester. Gone for the away Leicester win. 2-0. Most controversial fixture list of this result, of this fixture list. Gone for a 2-0 Leicester win. Liverpool's injury list is absolutely huge at the back. Jamie Vardy having a party. Gone for a 2-0 Leicester win there. Liverpool's Anfield run will be over come the end of this weekend in my predictions. Burnley versus Palace. A boring 1-1 draw. Burnley always have boring 1-1 draws in this series that I do. I think I'm going for a 1-1 Burnley draw. Crystal Palace, Wilfried Zaha to score. Burnley, Chris Wood. Or Chris Wood. Is it Woods or Wood? I don't even know. But 1-0 Burnley draw there. And the final game of this weekend, we have gone for Wolves, a 1-0 win versus Southampton. I think Southampton look quite good this season. They're on some good form. Wolves look decent as well. Be a tough, scrappy game, but I think Wolves will edge it 1-0. Raul Jimenez goal. Like I say, I'm not even sure if he's fit. I assume he is, but a 1-0 Wolves win I've gone for there. And that is my Game Week 9 predictions. Let me know in the comments, guys, below what you think is going to happen this weekend, what your score predictions are, where you think my predictions have gone wrong, and I'll catch you all next week for Game Week 10.